As early as Wednesday, Pope Francis will lie in state inside St. Peter's Basilica to allow mourners to pay their last respects. Sometime early next month, the conclave, that's the formal process to elect a new pope, will begin. One of the many questions tonight, who will be under consideration? NBC's Chris Glorioso takes a look.
The last time a pope was elected, it took just 2 days. After only 5 rounds of burning ballots in 2013, the Vatican Square crowds saw white smoke. Cardinal Jorge Bergoglio of Argentina emerged leader of the world's 1.3 billion Roman Catholics. This time around, the makeup of the conclave will be much different. In his 12 years as pontiff, Francis installed dozens of new cardinals. Now, most of the men electing the next pope will be from Latin America, Asia, Africa, and Oceania.
Cardinal X will say to Cardinal Y, I've been talking about this to Cardinal Z. Let's go have a pizza.
It is exceedingly hard to predict how more than 130 cardinal electors might coalesce around a single future leader. But as always, some names have emerged as short-list frontrunners, and they do include Europeans, like Cardinal Peter Erdo, Archbishop of Budapest. He is clearly popular among Europeans, having been twice elected to lead the Church's European conferences. Then there is Cardinal Reinhard Marx. He was a close advisor to Pope Francis, tackling church finances in times of cutbacks. However, Marx may not be popular with more traditionalist cardinals who might consider him too liberal on issues like celibacy, homosexuality, and women's role in the church.
Do they want someone like Pope Francis who's going to continue to push on those issues, or are they going to want somebody who kind of goes back to a more traditional fortress-style institutional Catholicism?
Pope Francis was a Jesuit. He was someone thought of as more accepting of liberal ideas. Do you believe that makes it more likely the next pope will be more accepting of liberal ideas?
On the one hand, yes, he's appointed the lion's share of the cardinals who will choose his successor. That would indicate that they may be looking for Francis too. On the other hand, he's chosen men from around the world in the periphery, in the hinterland. They tend not to be agents of change. They tend to be men of orthodoxy. So this could be a bit of a surprise.
It would indeed be a surprise if there were a U.S.-born pope, but some say Cardinal Robert Prevost has a reasonable chance. He was born in Chicago, served as an archbishop in Peru, and more recently vetted nominations for bishops around the world. But importantly, he is relatively young, just 69 years old.
Very few cardinals want another papacy that lasts another 30 years.
And tonight, an Irish-born American cardinal is in charge of the Vatican until a new pope is elected. He is Cardinal Kevin Farrell, the former Bishop of Dallas, and was chosen by Pope Francis back in 2019 to serve as Cardinal Chamberlain, or Camerlengo. He will preside over the conclave. WKYC and NBC coverage of this historic day and what promises to be some historic weeks ahead continues on air and online.